That's the game, folks. That is the game. And with it, all of Tri's friends that we've rescued throughout this entire game are now here among us. With the primal energy, let's wish for everything to be restored. I think with this, Tri's at level 99 at this point. Let's do this. Restore ourselves back to normal, baby. Woo! The biggest way to clear everything up. Remove the void for all it's worth. Restore everything back to normal! Oh yeah, I don't think these are gonna be echoes. I think this is just restoring everything back to equal. There's no echoes left. Yay! And also, basically, everyone who's been kidnapped will now can talk again. Oh man, that was a relief. Also, gonna have another heart attack. And look at that! Zelda's now in a white void again. Just like almost like every ending of every Zelda game. We just end in a white void and eventually the game ends. Everything's back to normal. No more voids, no more Null. Zelda gets a nice smile in front of herself. Nice. It's always nice when Zelda's smiling. Zelda, the rifts will disappear and your world will return to a state of peace. Me and my friends came here to heal an injured world. Now that Null isn't around creating rifts, everything will be okay. With Null gone, there's no need for us anymore. But we return to the goddesses to slumber. This is where we part. Oh, what's wrong, Zelda? I'll miss you. Hyrule's back to normal, and me and my friends have finished our work here. But you seem like you're not happy? Well, I'm happy, but I'm gonna miss you, though. Oh, I understand now. We won't be together anymore. And that's kind of sad. Huh. It is. Zelda, when I look at you, I feel all warm inside. I think I want to tell you about this feeling. I'm feeling... thank you. I didn't understand this feeling before, but I do now. I have to go. Do you? You can stay with me and be a friend. Zelda, I'm grateful to have known you. Same, Tri. Same. Thank you. Oh, that's a nice embrace. A nice, kind of like a minor hug. Tri gets to eternally sleep until another Null in another timeline comes to pass. And we're back! Whoa! Though Tri did leave us with the Tri-Rod. So, but its power is basically gone without Tri in place. Link's back! Hey! Here you are. Can you speak now? Back in Hyrule. There's two Links! Hey! Everybody look! There's two people wearing the same tunic! Yeah! Zelda's back! Yeah! Oh. Oh, Link! You're back! Oh, happy days! Huh? Are you back? I don't know if you are, but I am seriously doubting you're back. But maybe you are back. You look a little more excited than normal. Oh, that's so great. Oh, Princess, it's glad to see you safe. You too, Impa. My daughter, I am very pleased with your efforts. And for you, Master Link, I'm grateful for your efforts as well. You saved the day. No, I didn't save the day. Zelda's the one that did it all. Couldn't be done without her. Oh, well, what a handsome Link is. He's actually talking. What? You speak? That's a first. Oh, man, I didn't realize your voice. Man, I've been wanting to talk for a while. Huh? Yes, I feel good about you. Hmm? What are you looking for? Oh. Well, it's good. I'm looking for Tri up in the sky. And I tell you, that's not, the sun is not Tri. I understand that. Lastly, I stare into it, I'm gonna get blind. But that is it, folks. That is The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. I say, as a almost a completely puzzle-heavy focused game, I think Zelda could take on more roles, you know? I think for the longest time, everyone's been wanting a Zelda-focused Zelda game. I guess you want to call it that. Have Zelda be the main focus. She's always in the background, you know, helping in the background. But this was the first time since ever being played as Zelda in a mainline Zelda game. No, the Hyrule Warriors games don't count. Those are spin-offs. But, honestly, I think they nailed it out of the park. I think they did. I mean, there could have been more, I would say, have Zelda's spin do at least some minor damage to, you know, in case if echoes weren't working. Because that'd be great, but again, this game focuses more on summoning monsters to do your bidding. And it worked out. I mean, the Lionel, for the most part, folks, is the most powerful thing in the game. And you can only use it when you get to Tri to level 9. But once you have the Lionel, almost every echo has a purpose in the game. Now again, you don't have to grab every echo like I did. Well, I didn't grab every echo, but the echoes I grabbed, you know, were kind of there. You know, they were there for a quest and not used again. I think the echoes are a good start. They were a good thing. But there were so many of them and didn't have any much of purpose. And I really wish there was more of, like, able to have Zelda, you know, maybe merge with the echoes in some fashion to have some sort of, you know, more power. Because, let's be frank, the hero spirit was so abusable early game that you didn't really have to use echoes half the time. And once you got the Lionel, it was basically game over, really. The Lionel just was so powerful. I think that you shouldn't have been able to, I don't know. The Lionel was indeed a level 6 Tri, so you could only use it once you had all the Tris, triangles. And that makes it nice. I think, though, he's just the Lionel was way too overpowered. If the Lionel was, I don't know, kind of balanced more, you know, I think it'd be worked out. So, but there's no Lionel 2 or level 3. So the Lionel is your most powerful ally. And once you get access to him, you're just going to have a just an easy time getting around. And there really isn't much to do for most completion, like Dampy. All his quest line is to summon mechanical versions of echoes you already have. But you can only summon like one at a time. And they get damaged over time, and then they just break apart, and you have to go back and get it repaired again. And also takes time to wind up to get them started. Which is, again, is okay, but it's a mechanic that's not needed. I think Dampé should have been used somewhere else better than just making mechanical marvels. But honestly, this is again, it's not perfect. And how this game started out was a Zelda maker at first, because technically summoning echoes and everything was just summoning blocks like in Mario Maker. I think this is the style they should go with if they're going to do a Zelda Maker. Make a top-down Zelda dungeon world, and basically just create dungeons as you see fit. Use all the boss monsters. Heck, you know what? You could go out into the world as Link and just kill bosses, and then you can get those as whatever you want, you know, for pieces and everything. And then go back to Dungeon Maker and then unlock the stuff you've unlocked so far. I think that'd be kind of a cool concept for a Zelda Maker. I mean, Zelda Maker is definitely needed at this point in time. And even though, like, Super Dungeon Maker already does this already by default, you know, Zelda would really benefit from something like this. And to bake this, and the fact that Nintendo made this timeline placement really early on after the game was released. So this was in the Downfall timeline. And I think it's good to have him in the Downfall timeline because everything works, you know, Ganon and everything. I really want to know what happened to Ganon, though. That's the one lingering thing that this game doesn't really explain well. What did Null, how did Null defeat Ganon? It was the only way. How did Null know what Ganon looked like? And the fact is, oh look! Oh, and this is a good scene right here. Clyde gets to see his brother return. His brother's returning, and he's happy as joyful ever. At least he gets a happy ending. Nice on him. I do think, though, the first half of the game of Zelda being wanted was a nice change. It means you couldn't go into Hyrule Town without being caught. But after the the midpoint where, you know, everything just gets changed, you know, everything goes back to equilibrium and you go after the 3 areas, they're self-contained plot lines that really don't add to anything. The Dekus don't really go and help. The Gorons don't really help very much. And Klondike could have had I think Klondike, out of the 3, I think Klondike had the best story of all 3. Just because he's been living on his own, he's suffering from depression, loneliness, and he was really sad that his brother hadn't come back, you know? I think he had the best story of that bunch. The Gorons was kind of predictable, and the Dekus are just jerks all around, which is, you know, tied to their character. But, again, Clyde, the Snow region, had the best story of the 3. I really wish there was more, I guess, voids that you could enter. Like all the small voids you saw around, you could enter those and have minor fixes, you know. Also, General Wright and Administrator Left, I think could have had better prominence in the story somewhat, instead of just being, you know, prominent, comic relief. I think we need more of Zelda's inner circle to be more on adventures. I mean, having more... Only a matter of time is where we get a Zelda RPG, where we have, you know, a turn-based system and everything, and get new time and new people to join the party and everything. Oh, and look at Zelda's favorite cat. On her favorite bed, Zelda made a journal of her adventures. And she went and framed Freya's rod as a reminder of her adventure. So that her and the rest of her generations will remember what she did with the echoes of wisdom. The end. And this game didn't get any DLC either. No extra costumes from the amiibo or anything. It's also a shame that she didn't get an amiibo. Zelda should have gotten a new amiibo this time around, but they didn't. For some reason. But folks, that is it. that is our ending playthrough here of The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I say this is a perfect game to get into the Zelda series if you really want that puzzle-heavy focus. And basically, this game has infinite replayability too because of the echoes you obtain. You can go wherever you want, you know, do what you need to do, explore the world to the best of your knowledge. It's perfect to me. I think again some side quests should have been better. I think the rewards of getting chests should have been a little bit better. But honestly, having the monsters themselves attack for Zelda is a nice change, and I do hope this will bring out more as once we get to more central Zelda ethnic stories. Like, we want, like, the stories between the games, you know? What does Zelda do in the background when Link's going out and having all the action? I want more games like this. Because Zelda needs more character development. Also, I don't kind of feel like she didn't talk. She didn't talk, she just became mute like everyone else did. I think she should have had a voice line or two, at least dialogue, but we'll see what happens in the next Zelda game. Will that be? Well, we don't know that for sure. Because our next game on lineup will be, I don't know, we need a quickie refresher for our next playthrough before we go to another big Zelda game of time. So, that being said, as for the YouTube exit, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. And whenever we go into Hyrule next, well, only time will tell. Until then, I'll see you around for another playthrough, whatever it appears. Ta for now, everyone. And Echoed out!